Welcome to my Metric Maths Made Easy YouTube channel, presented by Numerator. The real number system, episode number 5, the irrational numbers. Those numbers which are not rational, which cannot be presented as an integer over integer. This is part 2 of part 4. So how do the irrational numbers come about? Why do we call them irrational numbers? How? So now, what I've done, I've gone back to episode 1, where I discussed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 natural numbers up to 10. But this time around, I include the whole numbers, 0 up to 10. And then I also include the integers. So the -1, 0, -1, -2, and like. So what I'm going to do is, because like now, I'm no longer dealing with only these numbers, even though I'm illustrating to you with these 12 numbers. But actually, this real number system, we normally present it as as a variable x. The variable x stands for any of these numbers. So these numbers, this x here, this is the number line, by the way. Yeah, we call this number line. Yeah, number line. This is the number line, x, and x is an element of real numbers. So, which means x is the irrational numbers plus rational numbers. So now, how do the irrational numbers come about? How do you represent them in the number line? So the irrational numbers actually, like when you talk also in a group of people, so some people are talking and then you hear this one is being like sort of out of order. So you say, but this guy is being irrational. Yeah? So the irrational numbers are those numbers which are actually out of order, which are not rational. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the square roots of the numbers 1 up to 10, the positive numbers. In fact, even this one too, so that I can explain it. Yeah, but I'll discuss it later. The square root of -1, the square root of 0, square root of 1, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 4, square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7, square root of 8, square root of 9, square root of 10. So what is the square root of 0? 0. The square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 2 is square root of 2. Square root of 3 is square root of 3. Remember now, these ones are presented on a number line. Yeah? So square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 5 is square root of 5. Yeah? And then 6 can be represented as square root of 2 times 3. Yeah? 2 times square root of 3. And then 7 square root of 7. Because 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. And then square root of 8 is actually 4 square root of 4 times square root of 2, because 8 is 4 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 10 is actually square root of 2 times square root of 5, because 10 is 2 times 5. Now, if you go now down, so we have now the 1, the 2, the 3, which we call rational numbers. Any number which doesn't have a square root is an irrational number. So 0 is these ones are rational numbers, 2 is a rational number, 3 is a rational number. We know that because you can present this as a fraction of a fraction. So now these ones, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, or the product of square root of 3 times square root of 3, square root of 7. Or here you get 2 square root of 2 still. So here, this one, these are irrational numbers, square root of a non-perfect square. And this one too will be irrational. So here in this part 2, I'm just showing you that the number line actually presents all the real numbers. But these real numbers have got two types of numbers. It's got the integer part, which is the natural numbers, which is the whole numbers, and it's got also the non-integer part, the one that we cannot present as a fraction. Two types of numbers. All the real number system, we've got rational numbers and irrational numbers. But here I was showing you the integers. In the next section, I will try and go to the proper fraction part, which I discussed in the previous episode, and the improper fraction part. So please remember to like my video and then share it. It's free of charge. You don't pay a cent, just so don't pay $1 or $1.cent. It's free of charge. Just share it with the friends, share it with the relatives, share it with neighbors. Even if you don't like the neighbor, just share it with the neighbor, and share it with colleagues at work, and then whoever you find that has got problems like sort of with mathematics, because the problem is not actually mathematics, the problem is the numbers. Oh, thank you. Bye.